subjected the patient to this terrible side effect from which people can die. You don't, in today's world, it's not possible to give 100% guarantees about anything, but the best thing to do is to be as rigorous as possible in trying to think about all aspects of the product and how it may impact the patient, the provider, and the payer. Because if the provider is supportive of it and has been involved in trials, for instance, then they can advocate for this. But I will tell you something that I've seen over the years is that I've had providers who go to clinical conferences and they see an abstract as part of the exhibit at the conference. And they come back and say, oh, this is the newest thing and the best thing since sliced bread in treating this condition. And we say, okay, where is the published data in the peer-reviewed literature that goes beyond the abstract? Okay, so that is a daily issue.
Have you ever recommended to not cover a therapy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, if we think that there is not enough data supporting the clinical efficacy of it, or if the way in which it was studied was not with good, clinical, rigorous kinds of discipline. And generally the way we get to that point is that in doing the research in the published literature, you're looking at the people who are specializing in the field who say, yeah, well, this study that was done by so-and-so, they did this, but they didn't look at that, and they didn't look at this, and they didn't compare to that. So, there's still more work to be done. And there are a lot of technical institutes that do this kind of work as well.
Right.
Like
so can the manufacturer work with you to share any new data?
Oh, yeah. As I said before, manufacturers have come.
Dynamic relationship, right?
Yeah, they've come directly to us, and they would sit with members of the clinical staff, give presentations, and the staff would raise questions and give feedback. And, we say, come back when, you've completed the study, or, come back if there's more data that emerges. Come back when you know that the questions we raised have been answered. So, as I said before, at least in my organization and with my team, we always remained open to communicating both with the manufacturers and with providers who were in special areas, et cetera.
Is there ever a scenario where a product is approved through CMS but not through your plan?
It's possible. The other thing to keep in mind is that if CMS approves something, it's automatically going to be accessible for anyone who's covered under any type of CMS product. And so, like in our policies, for instance, there's a section that would refer to a national or local determination on how that particular product is covered or not covered under CMS. But CMS doesn't always...
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
I think I lost you.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
That was just a brief moment of silence.